Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Sada Shiv Samarambha Shankaracharya Madhyama Asmadacharya Paryanta Vande Guru Parampara. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Hari Om to one and all. And welcome back to Life and Vedanta, the 4th season. Before this season, we have concluded 3 seasons. Allow me a quick recap of the 3 seasons that what we have concluded. This recap is not only for our students, the sadhakas, who have attended or have seen the 3 seasons before, but this is also for that one individual, that single individual who may have stumbled upon this website, this video for the first time. And the inquisitiveness, the inquiry of that one student is also most important for us. And therefore, quick recap of what has been concluded and what we are going to do further is very necessary. The text Tattvabodha has been authored by none other than Bhagwan Adi Shankaracharya. The opening of the text begins with a Mangalacharana.
Vasudevendra yogendram Natva jnanapradam gurum Mumukshunam hitarthaya Tattvabodho bhidiyate.
In this Mangalacharana, Bhagwan Adi Shankaracharya not only invokes the Lord, he also seeks the blessing of his Guru. At the same time, while seeking the blessing of the Guru, he has also indicated the exposition of this knowledge is the knowledge of the highest, the knowledge of the self. The first verse establishes that this text is mainly for that student, that sadhana chatushtaya sampanna adhikari, meaning that one individual who is endowed with the 4-fold qualifications. Of course, the detail of the 4-fold qualification, you will be able to see it in the first season. An individual with the 4-fold qualification is guaranteed that the subject matter will be understood and the goal of this text will be achieved by such an individual. Let us now move into the aspect, what is the topic this text deals with. The topic is Tattvabodha. Tattva means reality, the truth. And Bodha means the knowledge of that truth. So this is the topic. In other words, in simplistic words, the topic is the knowledge of the self. Moving further, what is the content matter of this text? The content matter deals with the 3 most important things to us. 1, to know who we are, who we truly are. 2, what is this world, this universe? And the third, what is the correlation, the relationship between us, the world, and that divine, that creator which has created all this? This is the subject matter. And finally, the fourth aspect, what is the ultimate goal, the achievement of this text? The achievement of this text is that the one who has clearly understood the samvad, the dialogue that is happening between the master, the guru, and the student, the sadhaka, and has removed all the doubts that arise in the mind of the sadhaka, will 100% confirmed guarantee is given in this book that you shall reach the goal of self-knowledge. That if someone has followed every single step of this book, the goal is confirmed. Knowing that, you have to walk the path. Just learning it, remembering it intellectually doesn't work. You have to be a sadhana chatushtaya sampanna adhikari in the letter as well as spirit. And then the knowledge dawns. In the second season, we saw that the individual, that is I, that is you, that is all of us, are always and continuously wanting one thing in our life. We want many things, but one thing is something which we want all the time, right from the childhood till the time we pass away. What is that? We want something permanent. As a baby, we always want to be close to our mother's bosom. When you become a child, a playful child, you want to play all the time. When you grow up into teens, you want to be free all the time. When you go beyond teen, you want to all the time be in that beautiful thought of enjoying this life, of the opposite sex, of the wealth in the world, of the name and fame in life. You want to go and achieve the world. You want to conquer the world. You want to prove your mettle in the world. This is a constant thing that we want. Therefore, there is something which we want is permanent. And we want this permanent from this impermanent world. In this entire world, which includes you, everything is in continuous state of flux. All the time, everything changes. Then how will anything will be permanent? The night turns into morning. The morning into afternoon, afternoon into evening, evening into night, and then the morning, then the same story goes on. 1 week turns into month, month turns into years, years into decade, and so on and so forth. Nothing is the same. All the time, everything changes. But you want something permanent. The question over here is not that if everything is impermanent, why do you want something permanent? The question is, in spite of having everything impermanent around you, including your own body, which is changing consistently, how come that thought arises in us that there has to be something permanent? And what is that permanency has been explained in the second part. The third season began with a bang, where it was explained how this universe of ours has been creation. The creation theory has been spoken. Naturally, if the creation theory has been spoken about, are we not a part of the creation? We are. And therefore, how our creation has happened, that has also been spoken about. At this point in time, when we concluded the last talk of the third season, it was already had been explained that the world universe is the macrocosm. and you, me, are the microcosm. However, the macrocosm has been created from the tamasa aspect of the Pancha Mahabhuta. On the screen that I have put up the English translations of these, and of course to understand this detailed creation theory, you must visit the 3rd season and watch those 10 sessions. Coming back, that the macrocosm, the entire universe, as well as the microcosm have been created from the tamasa aspect of the Pancha Mahabhuta. The tamasa aspect, the material cause for the entire universe as well as us, is the same. In this way, there is a similarity between the microcosm you, individuality, the individual, and the macrocosm, the totality. Individually, we are called as a Jīva. In totality, it is called Iśvara. In normal parlance, we are called humans, and that is called God. In this way, the unity between the Jīva and Iśvara has been explained. What the microcosm is the macrocosm. It was done on the gross level, the subtle level, and the causal level. This is where we ended, showing the oneness in the microcosm and the macrocosm in the 3rd season. In the 4th season, continuing with the text, the relationship between the Lord and individual at the essence level has been explained. In the previous sessions, we have already explained about it in the gross, subtle, and the causal level. But now, the essence of it, how we are related and we are one with that Iśvara, in essence also has been proved. So, the sentence goes in this way on your screen. Evam pinda brahmandor aikyam sambhutam. What do I mean in its essence? Let us quickly jog our memory. How did whole of this creation start? By Maya. But does Maya has its own power? What is Maya? Maya is trigunatmika, meaning sattva, raja and tama. It is having the power of sattva, raja and tama. But does it has this power from its own? No. Where does it get the power from? From Iśvara. What is Iśvara? Iśvara is that Brahman, that one divine consciousness. When that divine consciousness is endowed with Maya, the entire creation comes into being. But when we see deeply what is the universe and the person and the individual created of the Pancha Mahabhutas, when you watch it closely, where have the Pancha Mahabhutas emerged from? They have emerged from the 3 gunas, Sattva, Raja and Tama. When you observe it even closely, what are the 3 gunas? Ultimately, Maya. And what is the status of Maya, if you may remember? The status of Maya is Brahma Ashraya, means completely dependent on the divine. Maya asti, Maya is. That means Maya by itself has no power of creation. Maya is the material cause. Material cause means upadanakara. Any material by itself doesn't have reality of its own. Meaning, as explained before, the world is in constant state of flux. That means the movement is constant. Nothing in this universe remains the same. It is constantly changing. And anything which is constantly changing in Vedanta is explained as not Sat, but a Vyavaharika Satya, means it is a transactional reality. What is the meaning of transactional reality? It means it is there as it was or as it is only for a moment, and then it changes its form. And this process continuously keeps going on. Therefore, it has a reality which is apparent. Therefore, we call the world as apparent reality. Don't we say the world is a phenomenal world? Phenomena. This word means something which is only for a moment. It happens and then it passes away. We say, oh, what a phenomenal evening sunset. But that does not remain. It is there for a moment and it goes away. Therefore, that which does not remain for the 3 periods of time is called apparent reality. Why? Where has the universe come from? From Maya. What is Maya's reality? Does Maya has its own reality? No. Maya is completely based in Satya, that is in Brahman. Therefore, what has come from Maya also has apparent reality. So this gets us to the question, if Maya is apparent reality, then what is Satya? The text had proclaimed Atma Satyam Tadanyat Sarvam Mithyeti. From the beginning, the explanation of what is that one permanent factor has been always said that Atma, meaning consciousness, is the permanent factor which we call as Sat. That which can never be is called Asat. But we can see the plants, we can see the chair, we can see things, we can see beings, we have names and forms, but they do not remain the same all the time. They have a starting point and they have an ending point. They have a birth date, and necessarily everything that has a birth date will have a death date also. This is the reason they are all called apparent reality, and therefore they are not having a status of absolute truth. This not having absolute truth, this apparent reality in Vedanta is known as Vyavaharika Satya. That which remains the same in all 3 periods of time. That has no birth and no death. That which was from Anadi, beginningless time, to Ananta, to endless time. That which is Sanatana, which has been always, is only and only Atma, means consciousness, means Brahman. That Atma alone is Satyam. And Tadanyat, other than that, everything that comes into our cognition, at the same time, some things that we cannot understand, even that, they have a apparent reality, a transactional reality. They have only a status of apparent reality. At this point, we take a Madhya Viram. The next week, we speak of the essential oneness between the Jīva and Iśvara. Hari Om.
पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति